Here we go, first fight of the night, Big Rob Mitchell out of North Platte, Nebraska. He's going to be taking on the New Zealander, Brice Ritani-Coe.
We've got a couple of real big guys in the ring here, Sean. Obviously the kid from New Zealand is a little on the shorter side, but he's got a lot of dense body weight there. I've actually had the pleasure of sparring with Brice before. Kid moves real light on his feet, he's got heavy hands. So this is the making of a good matchup.
Quite a stare down there. 610 pounds of man meat in that ring. 310 by Brice and 300 even for the big fella from Nebraska, Rob Mitchell.
Yeah, there's definitely somebody getting knocked out in this fight. That would be my guess.
You can see Brice checking those ropes, seeing if they'll support his girth, and you just got to hope that these two guys don't hit that because they could snap like a twig.
Well, it's a good thing we got Steve Mazzagatti in the center there refereeing. He's been in there with big guys before. So here we are getting set up. Again, the feeling out process.
Both guys a little bit hesitant here off the start. And just so you're not concerned, that ring has been reinforced with steel and concrete because of the sheer humanity in there.
Definitely a good match to start the night off with. Two big men. Like I said before, I'm looking for a knockout in this fight because I've seen Brice fight before. I've actually sparred with him, and by the looks of his opponent here, he looks like he knows how to throw a little leather too, especially sizing up with those kicks. That generally means that sooner or later a big punch is on its way.
Big Rob tells me his game plan is to bring pain. You see the left hook there by Brice Ritani-Coe, who was supposed to be in the Olympics this summer, but a hand injury forced him out of that, so now he's looking for gold in the sport of mixed martial arts.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see a transition from a traditional style boxer like Brice into mixed martial arts, seeing how that, you know, especially on a night like tonight, boxing and MMA going together on the same card, it looks like we're going to start to get some fans from both sports. So it's nice to see somebody representing the sport or art of boxing.
It absolutely is, and it's been a topic of discussion on message boards and in gyms and water coolers around the country. What would happen if a good boxer came into MMA? And Brice could give us an answer to that question.
Absolutely. Again, they're still working the feeling out process. Not a lot of big shots coming yet, but they're working that jab and that lead kick a lot.
Coach, what is Brice looking to do? Get inside here and let the hands go? What is his game plan?
Well, it looks to me the way he's pawing that jab out there a lot, and he's a little bit hesitant on his movement. Looks like he's looking for a big shot, probably that right hand. He's looking to size up Rob and get the right timing and send that. And even just there, you saw where he kind of pulled that right hand back. So that's what I think he's looking for, a big punch off that right hand.
Big Rob is definitely respecting the lead jab of Brice.
Yeah, I like to see Brice, because he's a smaller guy, move his head a little bit more, and he'd probably be able to break that distance.
Here in the clinch, let's see what Big Rob can do with those knees. I hope those ring ropes hold up.
He's got a nice clinch going. You know, Brice, again, being from a traditional boxing background, you see him working body shots, getting a clinch of his own coming back right here now. Ooh, a big knee.
Brice checks to see that his nose is still there. It is. Big Rob giving him his distance. I think Rob could, maybe at this point he should be a little bit more aggressive. What would you say, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think he's thinking about that big right hand a little bit too much. He's not letting his hands go like he should, and I'd like to see him move his head. When you've got a big, tall guy like Rob in there throwing punches, you have to understand that if he misses you, he has to put a lot of effort into returning the punch. So it generally takes a little bit longer. So if Brice were to make him miss a little bit more, he could be able to cover that distance and be able to get off some punches of his own.
Here's Rob. Looks like he's going for another tie clinch. Hung up in the ropes there.
Yeah, he's got to move off of those ropes. Big Rob's going to put that weight on him and wear him out a little bit. You can see he's got an underhook on the right side of Brice, and but he's not real active. Like I said, I think they're both kind of buying their time, making sure they're not wasting a lot of energy. Which, when you're a big man like that, wow!
Big Rob. Brice on top, immediately going to the hammer fist.
That was a beautiful knee to drop Rob. Good timing. It almost looked like Brice hesitated for a second there and forgot that it was an MMA fight. He was waiting for that count.
It looked exactly like that was what was going on. And Big Rob doesn't seem to know what to do here on the ground. He's got it. Ooh, that's not a good spot to be in.
Now you see how Brice has his left arm tied up in Rob's left arm rather tied up in between his legs. He got it stuck. Bit of a Americana, but he doesn't have the body secured.
Right now he's got Rob in that "you owe me money, pay me now" position.
Now you can see how Rob's trying to suck that back leg in, but he's really got to make a serious effort here.
He's not being active, and then there he goes a little bit.
But Brice has got his weight pressured down. As long as he keeps that head down between his knees and pressured out on the floor, it's going to be hard for a big guy like Rob to be able to get back up to his feet here.
And this is not what you want to do, is be flat on the ground like Big Rob. He's got to be more active. He can't be letting Brice move around for position on him.
Yeah, you can see Brice there for a second look over to his corner. I'm sure they're telling him to do what he just did, to work around Rob's body.
Spot for Big Rob, the arm trap. Brice is hammering away. Steve Mazzagatti to the rescue.
There you go.
TKO in his debut.
He's now 1-0, undefeated as a pro mixed martial artist.
And I think, too, you saw him with the champ Randy Couture and a guy in a purple T-shirt. I think it's a good spot for a guy like Brice. What do you say, to be in there with somebody bigger than him?
Absolutely. This can't be nothing but great for his confidence level. You know, going in there with a guy that had almost a foot height on him, a foot difference. And you know, and Rob looked like came out there and he wasn't scared to fight Brice. So, you know, I see a big future for Brice, and hopefully Rob will go back to the drawing board and work on his ground game a little bit, and put his game together. Both these guys, I think, have a huge level of experience in their future, and going to do well.
Ladies and gentlemen, your first match of the evening. The official time, 4 minutes, 33 seconds. Into round number 1, referee Steve Mazzagatti steps in and calls a halt to the bout due to strikes. The winner by TKO victory.
It was good patience by Brice, which we had seen before in his amateur fights, and hopefully to continue in his pro career, because again, he has a huge future.
Steve Mazzagatti there with the winner, and let's kick it down to Big John McCarthy and see what he can
and
get
now,
at.
ladies and gentlemen, we welcome into the ring one of the most recognized referees and figures in mixed martial arts. Please welcome to the ring, Big John McCarthy.
I'm here with your winner, Brice Ritani-Coe. That was a great first fight. You come in here, your first MMA fight. How does it feel taking a guy out there just at the end of the round?
Feels good.
You know, Brice, you come from a boxing background. Did you want to keep this on your feet the whole time, or did you want it to go to the ground?
I always want to keep it on my feet, but yeah, if it goes to the ground, I can handle my business.
You did a good job of locking up his arm at that one point. Is that something you've been training to do at Extreme Couture?
Yeah, we train every aspect of the ground at Extreme Couture, and it went good. I feel good.
All right, is there anybody here you want to thank? Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Queenstown represent all day.
Everybody, your winner, Brice Ritani-Coe. Great job.
Affliction Band. July 19th, the Honda Center, Anaheim, California. Live on In Demand Pay-Per-View.